I was really very, very fortunate, very grateful to be a part of a great group in the Fever this year, and making it to the playoffs is my first one. And, it may have not, went the way I wanted it to, but I feel like for me, it was a big moment for me individually and our group collectively.
Although attention has occasionally been drawn to Caitlin Clark's record-breaking moves, something more significant is developing in Indiana. Nobody anticipated the bombshells that two veteran Fever stars just revealed about their future ambitions. The team's current leaders, Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler, are presenting a plan that has the potential to completely alter the WNBA landscape in addition to discussing playing alongside Clark. One of them recently released a mysterious message that has the entire league buzzing, and their recent interviews revealed plans that no one anticipated. Let's begin with Kelsey Mitchell's pivotal interview, which has the entire WNBA buzzing.
More specifically, I felt like I took the proper steps as a player, to put myself in a situation to be there. And I can only give my grace to God, but also to my teammates for making it, possible.
In addition to praising Caitlin Clark, the Fever scoring machine explained how they intend to rule the league together. Mitchell averages 19 points each game, and rather than fretting about sharing the limelight, she is really thrilled about Clark's presence. I greatly admire Caitlin, particularly the way she handled everything Mitchell disclosed. When she shines, they shine, and when they shine, they get rewarded. This isn't simply kind teammate banter. It's a seasoned player looking at the wider picture, but this is where things become really interesting. Mitchell is scheduled for a core designation on January 11th, and according to sources, the Fever is prepared to offer her the maximum contract. This could be a huge payday, and based on her recent remarks, it appears that she is fully committed to remaining in Indiana while other celebrities may feel threatened by Clark's arrival. At a recent international game, Mitchell actively recruited her and even wore shoes the color of Iowa. A small clue that sent WNBA fans into a frenzy on social media.
You lead the Eastern Conference in scoring after the Olympic break. Take me through how you were able to accomplish such a high level of consistency, maybe even a higher level than you had already been achieving.
Like I said, I always say this, my dad was the blueprint for everything that you guys see, and I knew what I needed to do. I knew what sacrifice I needed to make in order to make an impact on the team, and I know what I need to do to help C-Squared and AB and our young ones to achieve such goals. And so I personally had made it a goal of mine, a focus of mine to stay in the gym as much as I needed to. And I knew I needed to kind of stay low and stay, into the process.
It's not just about statistics, though. Last season, Mitchell averaged 19 points and shot 44% from the field. When you combine that with Clark's college average of 8.4 assists per game, you may have the most explosive backcourt in WNBA history. When Mitchell initially joined the Fever, they were the poorest club in the league. Now they're making moves that have the whole WNBA on edge. Mitchell has been quietly creating something remarkable in Indiana.
Finally, maybe feeling like you've been recognized at the level that you've been playing at for a little while.
Snub, not being snubbed. The All-Stars was just a pillar to my process. Like you guys were able to see I am. And, that's the good and the bad and the ugly and the sweet.
In her most recent interview, Mitchell revealed yet another shocking revelation. The game is evolving. She stated that you need numerous players who can score goals and create plays. What we're creating in Indiana is something new that is beginning to resemble a super team in the making.
Fever All-Star Kelsey Mitchell talked about that in a latest piece of Players Tribune. In the article, Mitchell said that instead of the pressures splitting the team, they instead grew stronger together. The Fever guard said that she was proud of everyone for battling through their adversity.
According to people close to the organization, Mitchell has been communicating with the front office about their plans on a regular basis. She has participated in the planning process, which is crucial for a franchise attempting to alter its culture, in addition to simply embracing Clark's arrival. Let's examine what this partnership between Mitchell and Clark might entail. Mitchell is a skilled three-point shooter who made 162 threes in the previous campaign, and Clark is already well known for her logo threes. Opponent defenses won't be able to double-team either of them because the other will make them pay in transition. Consider those full-court passes that Clark made famous in college. Now picture Mitchell on the receiving end, already among the league's fastest players. Mitchell's speed and Clark's passing vision might make them unstoppable. However, this is what has. According to WNBA insiders discussing Mitchell's leadership style, she demonstrated in her most recent interview why she is ideal for mentoring Clark. When asked about the possible pairing, Christy Sides, the head coach of the Fever, couldn't contain her excitement. When you have two players who can both score and create for others, it changes everything about how teams have to defend you, she explained. Industry experts are already referring to this as the most significant free agency period in Fever history, with Mitchell probably receiving said and Clark most likely being selected first. In a single season, Indiana may transform from a league doormat to a title contender. Mitchell has also been discussing the financial side of things, and she is aware that more national TV games will be played now that Clark is here. Greater chances for sponsorship and increased visibility for each team member. In a recent podcast interview, she stated, "Rising tides lift all boats." The timing couldn't be better, as the NBA's popularity is skyrocketing and TV ratings are reaching all-time highs. It's possible that Mitchell and Clark will represent this new age by uniting Clark's sizable college fan base and traditional WNBA fans during practice sessions. Mitchell is now developing plays that would best utilize Clark's and her strengths. Mitchell has been watching the tape of Clark's Iowa games to see how their styles can work together, but her most recent social media post in which she answered a fan's question about sharing the ball with Clark may have been the most significant indication of her dedication to this strategy. Mitchell stated that excellent players improve one another. "I'm more concerned about titles than I am about shots. Focus on the championship is essential." The Fever have been rebuilding for what seems like an eternity, and Mitchell and Clark may eventually constitute the league's most dynamic backcourt. They haven't won a championship since 2012. NBA star Reggie Miller, who is well-versed in Indiana basketball, recently considered what Kelsey and Caitlin may accomplish together. It's frightening because they might make an impact. Partners in the WNBA, when your team succeeds, everyone gets rewarded. Mitchell has also been upfront about the financial implications. She remarked, "Look at the Vegas Aces. Their entire starting five got big contracts because they won, and that's what we're trying to build here." The impact is already being felt by the front office of the Fever, as season ticket inquiries have increased by 300% since Clark revealed she will be becoming pro. Sales of Mitchell's JY jersey have also increased as fans wait for the historic partnership. Considering the future, people frequently ask Mitchell if she's concerned about sharing the limelight. She replied that she is worried about hanging banners with both players who can score 30 points on any given night and who are willing to create for others. Mitchell has a clear vision. She wants to establish a dynasty in Indiana, and she sees Clark as the ideal partner in that endeavor. This could be the start of something special in Indiana. The rest of the WNBA should be extremely concerned about Mitchell's entrance because she is not only embracing it but also seeing it as the path to elevating both her game and the team. This is where things start to get really interesting. The WNBA community is in a frenzy over a series of mysterious posts made by Erica Wheeler, the highest-paid Fever player at $222,000. However, in order to fully comprehend the significance of these messages, we must first examine what is actually occurring in Indiana. Let's take a closer look at Wheeler's exact words. Her first post said, "I'm afraid of people who lie with ease. No flinch or nothing." Hours later, she wrote, "I'm excited to share this news with you all. It's been a long time coming. My team made it happen." These aren't simply random tweets, though. They're deliberate messages that allude to significant changes. Wheeler is presently making waves in the International League while playing abroad, but it appears that her attention is fully focused on what is going on home Indiana. This is what makes this situation intriguing. Wheeler has been in lengthy discussions with the Fever's front office on reorganizing her job on and off the court, according to sources close to the team. With Caitlin Clark's arrival imminent and Kelsey Mitchell doing a max deal, Wheeler's $444,000 two-year contract makes her the team's highest-paid player. However, her recent actions indicate that she's not just accepting change, but also helping to orchestrate it. Let's examine the chronology of events. Wheeler made waves last week when she shared information on an enigmatic Zoom call with players from other teams. This wasn't simply casual conversation. Rather, it was the first indication that something significant was about to happen. Wheeler began following a number of well-known free agents, including some from championship contenders. But here's the twist. She also started interacting more with content related to the Fever, particularly posts about Clark's college performances. WNBA insiders began making connections between Wheeler's posts and the Fever's roster moves. Wheeler's response to a fan who inquired about her future in Indiana was the actual surprise. Her response, "Sometimes you have to take less to achieve more," is not simply cryptocurrency jargon. It's a seasoned player expressing her desire to be a part of something greater. Wheeler's journey adds much greater significance to this. She fought for all she has achieved, making her the only undrafted player in WNBA history to be named an All-Star. This makes her apparent readiness to restructure her contract even more significant. But it's not just about the money. Throughout her career, Wheeler has been a mentor to young athletes. In recent interviews, she has discussed the significance of creating a winning culture and how it is no longer about individual accomplishment, yes, but rather about making something that endures. Wheeler's posts are timed to coincide with some intriguing events in Indiana. The team has been subtly improving their practice facilities, and they have added more player development personnel. Since Clark's announcement, ticket sales for the 3 seasons have increased dramatically. For a number of seasoned free agents have indicated interest in joining the group. Wheeler's job in all of this is to position herself as the ideal seasoned member of a team that is about to experience something extraordinary. Her leadership skills and adaptability may be just what Indiana needs to make this transition successful, and the statistics back up this plan. Wheeler shot 38% from three-point range and averaged 5.6 assists per game the previous season. Those aren't just impressive numbers. These figures are ideal for a company looking to bring on a generational member. Talent like Clark, but what's most intriguing about Wheeler's enigmatic posts is there is discussion of a future coaching post, team ambassador role, or even front office employment. The business aspect of things cannot be overlooked. According to sources, she has been working feverishly to expand her career beyond the court. Wheeler is significant because of her popularity in Indiana. Beyond her playing career, her jersey sales are still high, and she has played a significant role in community involvement. The Fever understands that, in the long run, having her on board could be essential to their rebuild. Wheeler's actions show how the WNBA is evolving and how teams must adapt to the league's increasing appeal. They must create enduring cultures in addition to acquiring talent. Wheeler seemed to comprehend this more fully than most others. Additionally, her most recent social media posts allude to recruitment activities. A number of free agents have stated that Wheeler contacted them on a noteworthy development in Indiana. That's veteran leadership actively developing a competitor, not just player chatter. If Wheeler did alter her term, it might allow Indiana the flexibility to make one offer, which would have enormous financial ramifications. Mitchell, the highest contract she is entitled to provide room for Clark's upcoming rookie deal. 3 might bring in another important free agent. 4. Invest in long-term team building, but arguably the most striking example is Wheeler's increasing online engagement with Fever fans. She has been answering queries about the future with the same message: trust the process. Something significant is on the horizon. Industry experts are taking notice. According to ESPN's WNBA expert, the Wheeler's actions in Indiana may serve as a model for how veterans assist in team reconstruction. Young players on the Fever have spoken out about Wheeler's influence, and her influence is already evident in the locker room outside of her playing career. She never stops discussing the wider picture. According to a rookie, creating something long-lasting is more important than merely winning this season. Wheeler's recent actions also imply that she is considering her legacy rather than pursuing a larger deal elsewhere. She seems intent on contributing to Indiana's renaissance, which is uncommon in contemporary sports where athletes frequently put short-term benefits first. While performing abroad, the international perspective gives this piece an additional depth. Wheeler has been researching various approaches of team formation. In her most recent posts, she mentioned European teams who are renowned for effectively combining up-and-coming talent with seasoned leadership. Wheeler may be preparing for an announcement that involves more than just player contracts with his cryptic remarks. There is conjecture on a new structure for team leadership. 2 cutting-edge player development initiatives, 3 programs for community involvement, 4 long-term positions within the company. All of this is not happening at the same time as Clark's arrival is drawing near, and the Indiana has a special chance to revitalize their club as NBA popularity soars. Wheeler appears committed to playing a significant role in that change. Wheeler is obviously considering more than just the upcoming season. She is setting herself and the Fever for long-term success. Her most recent social media activity indicates that an announcement is coming soon. The rest of the WNBA is keeping a close eye on Wheeler's strategy because if it succeeds, it might establish a new standard for how clubs recover through strategic planning and veteran leadership. Furthermore, it has the potential to make Indiana the next dynasty in the league. Whatever Wheeler decides to announce, it will undoubtedly alter the WNBA's landscape, and judging from her recent posts, we won't have to wait long to learn exactly how the Indiana Fever will upend the league as a whole. If you want to stay up to date on more WNBA insider news and analysis, you can read about it now. Press the subscribe button and press the bell. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you believe that Mitchell and Wheeler's plans will turn Indiana into the next WNBA super team? Click the card above to view my video on why Caitlin Clark might change everything. For more breaking WNBA news.